Being intrepid photographers, Verna and I set off on a road trip to explore the waterfalls in and around Redding, California in early March of this year.
When we neared Williams, we took a short side road east and drove into the preserve. There, we saw only a small group of stealth sandpipers and a few mallards and egrets feeding in the marsh. Darn, it looked like we were too late to catch the migrant birds.
We left the preserve, we spied an old barn, and of course we had to stop and take photos of the horse and cowboy painted across the front of it. An hour later, we arrived near Redding and turned west. Within a few blocks, we noticed a sign for the Sundial Bridge. Earlier, PPE friends had told us this was a must-see, so we had to get off and explore it.
The bridge is unique in several ways. It is a single cantilever design with only one supporting tower and a unique glass floor. The tower casts a shadow on the ground showing the time of day.
After the bridge, we continued west to Crystal Falls. Standing before this and other roaring waterfalls, one can feel renewed, washed in peace and wonder at God's creation. The thunder falling water echoes his power, while the mist gently reminds us of his care. Early the next morning, we headed east on Highway 299 looking for our turnoff to Potom Falls. Seeing a full-size gilded horse, we turned left and headed toward our next destination.
Narrow road took us to the falls. The white water of the falls crashed down 80 feet in a beautiful cascade. Since there were no other cars or people there, the only sound we heard was the wonderful roar of the fall and a few birds. Returning to the main highway, we continued towards our next adventure at Burney Falls. We agreed that it is one of the most beautiful waterfalls in California. It is picturesque and inspiring as it cascades over 140 feet to the Pit River below. We learned it flows year-round by mountain runoff and seasonal underground springs. A park ranger told me we had come at the perfect time, since during the summer, visitors are lined up shoulder to shoulder at the path rails to see the falls. I took the pathway to the river below. Photographing from that level, I could better see how the smaller falls came out of the basalt rock formations on either side of the main falls.
After this enjoyable visit, we headed north on Highway 89 toward our next waterfall. On the way, we had our first view of Mount Shasta covered with snow. By now it was early afternoon and hunger was setting in. We found the next city was McLeod. On the way there, we stopped a few times to take more pictures of the beautiful Mount Shasta framed by trees.
Our next stop was Hedge Falls, west of Dunsmuir.
Walking down an easy trail, we got our first glimpse of the falls, and were surprised to see the crisp, lace-veiled falls tumbling over a granite overhang. This allowed a rare opportunity to walk behind the falls and take pictures looking through the water. Lingering at the base of this waterfall, one feels that this place carries a quiet, almost spiritual presence, an intimate reminder of God's handiwork. While mighty thundering falls reveal his power and majesty, this gentle cascade invites stillness, stirring awe and a deep appreciation for his love, here in the soft rush of water.
After lunch, we headed south. As we neared the Calusa National Game Reserve, we looked up and were surprised to see a huge flock of geese heading north. Maybe they were latecomers. From the car window, Dick captured these few pictures and wondered if all the geese were headed towards the game reserve we had visited previously.
Returning to Paradise Valley, we were thankful for a safe and fun trip. We also felt fortunate to be living at PVE. That's all, folks.